As we're counting down to the Eurovision Song Contest 2020, we're going to be introducing you guys to some of the participants that we have for this year. And with me right now are two members of the Black Mamba who won the right to represent Portugal this year for Eurovision at Festival de Canção with the beautifully soulful Love Is On My Side. Gentlemen, how are you guys?
We're cool. Thank you. Thank you
Great.
for having us.
It's
And
a, it's
how
a
are
pleasure.
you?
I'm doing well, and it's a pleasure to talk to you. I know it's been now a little bit over a month since you won Festival de Canção, but first and foremost, congratulations. And
Thank
I
you.
would like you to take me back to that night. Tell me about what it was like to have your band's name announced at the end as the winners of the contest.
It was crazy. Personally, I wasn't expecting it, so it was crazy. I was like, I wouldn't believe, like for the first minute, I guess. And then everybody was calling up for the celebration performance,
Uh-huh.
and that's when I realized that was true.
And how was it for you, Miguel?
I have to say, I believed since the beginning. I think I was the only one in the band that believed that we could win, uh, even after we did our performance, and then we had to wait a little bit for the results to show up, and everybody was just starting to celebrate already, celebrating because the pressure is off. We can relax a little bit, and I was saying to the guys, don't celebrate too much because we are going to have to perform again,
Uh-huh.
like the final performance.
Right, yeah.
You always like this, you always like this. No, stay calm. Don't drink too much.
Were you able to keep yourself together and not drink too much for the performance?
I guess the wine ended before we realized we won.
Oh.
So so the first results for the jury part uh, put us in a good condition, in a good position to win.
Mhm.
So the pressure turned up. So we drank a lot
Uh,
while we were waiting there. I was like, I was like drinking the old cup off in once, and I was really nervous when I realized that we could win actually, because before the voting starts, I wouldn't believe that much that we could win.
I mean, you never really know how it's going to go, especially because we
Yeah.
always expect really really great songs from Festival de Canção and a really diverse selection of music. One thing that I heard, and correct me if I'm wrong about this, but somebody said that one of the reasons why you were looking forward to going back to the Netherlands, Pedro, was because you had left some things there from when you were there before.
You heard that story?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how I said that. It's true. I lived in Rotterdam. I don't know, 15 years ago. I believe it was in 2006 or 2005. I'm not sure anymore. And I've been there for a few months, and I was collecting things, buying things. And when I had to come back, I didn't have enough space to bring the old stuff that I bought there home. So I left it there in the place I was living. So I don't know, I don't know why, because it was my first reaction actually, Miguel, wasn't it? It was like,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, you won. What do you have to say? And I got to pick my things I left there in 2006.
Did you have
So
anything that you left behind as well, or were you there at that time, Miguel?
No, I wasn't there. Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm gladly going with Pedro to pick up his things.
Yeah, among other things, other reasons to be excited to go there.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's interesting as well because the song that you wrote, as I understand, also begins in the Netherlands, and this is based off of someone that you met while you were there. So can you tell me about that?
Yeah, it was. We were performing there in a small tour that began in Cambridge, England, then London, and then it ended there. in Amsterdam. We were playing small coffee shops, like we're playing Bulldog. I guess it's the most famous coffee shop there.
Mm.
Uh, we were playing like 4 nights in a row, maybe, and we were living 2 doors for those days, and we were staying there. And you when you're staying at the red light district all this time, we were having dinner there, brunch, lunch, breakfast. You get to meet some curious characters, some insolent characters. There's crazy people moving around all the time. So while we were waiting to perform something like that, this old lady came in and sat at the counter and told her briefly her story, that she managed to flee the one of those Eastern Europe countries back in the 60s or 70s. I'm not sure.
Mm.
Um, she was young back then, lots of dreams, in love, but everything went wrong. She ended up addicted to drugs, that led to prostitution. So she had a sad life, a sad story, and but the most inspiring part of it is like that she always has felt that love has always been by her side, and love will always overcome evil. So I guess that was like the trigger to write the first song. This particular song, "Love Is on My Side," and I guess it fits really well these days we're living, these hard times we're living right now, because it's about hope, this story,
Hmm.
so people need to have hope right now, to and wait this all pandemic shit ends good and ends fast.
Yet I believe that, I believe that, oh, love is on my side.
That connection to what's happening right now is quite clear to me, and I think that a lot of people can also see that. And so, was that the reason why you thought this was the song for Festival de Canção, or did you have other ones in mind?
First, they invited me to write a song, then the author, the songwriter, gets to pick the singer to do it. So, as you know, we are the first fully in English song to win a Festival de Canção.
Hmm.
So at first, I thought that it would be difficult to win with a English song. So first of all, I thought, before I invited the Black Mamba, I thought about singing myself a song in Portuguese. Uh, but then, like 3 or 4 days after that, I thought that would be the perfect opportunity, like once in a lifetime opportunity, to show the Black Mambas to the world. So I invite the guys. They were all happy with it. We were all confident with the song, with the quality, with the character of the song, um, with all. I guess the song was really, we were confident about it. We had a good song to go, and that's it. That's how it happened.
Hmm. And Miguel, as you were saying, you really felt on that night that it was going to be you guys who won in the end. And what is it that you saw in the song when you guys had selected it for Festival de Canção that you think could really resonate with people?
I mean, I the first time this was a song that we already started to write it a few years before,
Hmm.
and I knew some parts of the song because it wasn't complete at the time. But when Pedro showed me just the piano and vocals, the like the demo to start for us to start working with it, I told him, Pedro, this is gonna win, in Portugal, and it's gonna have a really really nice place in the Eurovision. I'm sure about it. You are always the same, always the same. I was confident. I was confident. As soon as I heard the demo, just the vocals and the piano, I was very confident.
Well, you're certainly bringing something that's unique to Eurovision, not just this year, but also in general. It's not every year that we get to see something that has flavors of soul and blues. And I want to know, what do you guys find attractive about that style of music?
That's the music that binds us together, that makes, that draws our sound. You know, we all love different kind of things, but the style, the gender that makes us have this sound, this soul, is Afro-American music. You know,
Mhm.
like Curtis Mayfield, Donny Hathaway, James Brown. So that's what we do normally. We have a little bit rock and roll as well, but mostly is like that. Is Afro-American music. So we wouldn't change. You know, that's our sound. That's the way we think. That's the way we love to play and to perform. So we just, in the arrangement, we make it sound. We made it sound a little bit more Festival da Canção golden era, like the 70s, Paulo de
Mhm.
Carvalho and Carlos do Carmo. You know, they're one of the greatest in Festival da Canção's history. You know,
Mhm.
and that the orchestration, the big orchestra, and all that. So in the production process, we we use those elements to pay a tribute to that era. You know,
Mhm.
if we would be using this song for just a record, probably we would produce it differently. You
Mhm.
know, but the soul, the character, the blues, the funk, the not that much funk, but the soul, the soulfulness, the blues are still there. That's our trademark, I guess.
And I understand that you have been together for a little over a decade now, and you've had the opportunity to tour and release quite a few albums. Would it be fair to say that something like this, that where you're portraying music for television, would this be somewhat new to you guys as far as the kind of performances that you've done?
Yeah, we didn't plan to participate in this kind of contest. You know, it's like most of the artists that have solid careers, they accept to write a song, but most of them don't want to perform it because they don't need to put themselves in those kind of voting kind of thing. You know,
Hmm.
so probably that's why people don't go there and sing. They just write songs for the contest. um I was invited as a songwriter, but I love to sing as well, and so for me there was no second option. I have to sing. So despite all that voting kind of exposure, that if we haven't won, probably we wouldn't be that happy, and probably we thought about, okay, I'm regretting to accept it, but I guess it's maybe also a changing kind of thing that's going on right now, because Carolina Deslandes is a huge artist here in Portugal, and he was there to perform her own song as well.
Hmm.
uh, and things are changing. You know, first English song, more and more songwriters, performers are performing their own songs and exposing themselves to this to this kind of contests without needing. You know,
Hmm.
uh, but if you could guarantee them that they would win, everybody would accept it. You know,
Right.
So
Yeah.
so, but I believe that this English thing, this performing your own song with a solid career thing, is it represents a change. You know, for the next years, we'll be having for sure more big artists performing their own songs, and more English songs fighting for the first places.
Hmm.
So we're proud to represent that change, you know.
Hmm. Well,
But we weren't planning it. Yeah.
well, I mean, obviously it was the right choice to make because here you are,
now,
right?
now we can tell that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's easier to say in hindsight. But,
Yeah.
you know,
No.
we have spoken to other Portuguese artists and fans who really see that there is this kind of renewed interest in both Festival de Canção and Eurovision. And um, I mean, you know, you did kind of already say that it wasn't the plan to go for yourselves, but before then, before this year, did you ever think of Eurovision as an opportunity for you for your career?
I
I
don't think
guess
so.
not. I guess not. I guess not. Um, we just look at it this way, that way. When I told them, guys, this might be a good opportunity to, if we win, to spread the word, spread our to share our music with loads of people, you know. So there's, I don't know, 300 million people seeing, something
200
like
million.
watching, 200
Yeah,
million watching, right?
yeah.
So that's, I don't know how many times that's Portugal population, but I guess it's almost
20
it's
times.
like, how much?
20.
No, not
200.
20. We are only 10 million.
Então, if you 20, 20 times 20 times 10, 200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. I'm not good at math.
It's okay. As long as you got the music down, that's clearly all you need.
Yeah, and that was a big opportunity, and it still is right now. It's we never got this kind of exposure to this amount of people from out of Portugal, you know. So as you see in the YouTube, the Eurovision YouTube, you know, channel,
Mhm.
there's 4 million people there. So most of them are from out of Portugal, and we're having lots of love from people all over the world. So hopefully we can go more often to perform and to tour all over Europe and all over the world, because we luckily we had that opportunity in these last 11 years, but not in the way we wanted to, not as often as we want, not as consistent as we want. So this might represent that opportunity. Yeah.
And so going into that opportunity, how are you feeling? Are you excited? Are you nervous? What's the temperature right now?
Miguel.
We're very excited. We don't know what's going to happen, but we hope for the best. I mean, our song is a little bit different from the Eurovision style, if you know what I mean, regarding the all those lasers and explosions and all those that style. I mean, we are our song is a little bit more slower and different style. I mean, that's what I wanted to say. So we are excited, but we are all grown ups. We don't want to celebrate before it happens. So taking it with cautious, but thrilled to participate anyway.
And you should be, for that exact reason, the fact that this isn't the typical kind of Eurovision song. And what we've been seeing for the last few years is that the definition of a Eurovision song is changing. And I personally think that's a fantastic thing. And the best thing as well is that we're seeing that with winners as well, that the winners of the contest aren't what we usually would have thought of a Eurovision song from years ago. So it'd be great if you guys are part of that change of, diversifying the sound.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Totally. Thank you guys so much for chatting with me. Hope to see you guys in Rotterdam, probably digitally, because I'm over here in Canada and have there's very little possibility that I'll be there on land. But thank you so much for joining us. And for those of you watching, be sure to be following all of our activities, because we're going to catch up with the Black Mamba as much as we can, as well as all of the other participants this year for Eurovision 2020. And until the next video, we will see you then. Take care, guys.
Goodbye.